One day I'm gonna get this together, Jesus. Just one
You
day.
know what?
One
What?
day.
What? Hi,
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
everybody.
Hi guys. Welcome to its own. I'm your girl
It
Vicky is Faith.
and I am Wendy.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are here
Yes. We
to
are
discuss
here. The fall is here. I
pop.
mean, I'm like, I am so overwhelmed by the amount of TV shows I have to watch now.
And they're
And
so
that's a
good.
great problem.
And
I'm like,
I have not delved into everything. So that's what the DVR and the playback is for. Uh
okay. Now I do have a confession.
okay.
So on TikTok, there is this drag queen. Her name is Plastic Tiara,
Okay.
and he's Vietnamese. But when he does his drag, he looks so gorgeous.
Okay.
I mean, put the other drag queens to shame. To be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
come to find out, the drag queen was on RuPaul's Drag Race, the season that was on during 2019. So I've been watching that all day. I've been binge
Oh
watching
wow.
RuPaul's Drag Race,
I
and they
love
be doing some stuff.
they do. I want to there's a spot here in Memphis called the liquor store
Hmm.
where they have the drag queens and they do bingo. I want to go. I
Oh, I want to
literally
go to
want to
that
go.
too.
I want
I
to
want
go.
to go to that too.
I definitely want to check it out. I have a friend, he does it. He just did a pageant not too long ago. And I simply adore him. And he does his Tina Turner. He's done Nene Leaks.
Okay.
Um, he's really really good. I love it. I absolutely love it. So check him out, Eddie Weddy. Make sure y'all hit him up on Facebook. He is amazing. Okay,
My
Pop.
husband.
I didn't want you to be
Yeah,
sleeping
my
up there. Can we get our slideshow, buddy? So we're talking about premiere.
Oh, Joseph said he loves you too.
Oh, hold on.
Hi,
Hi,
Joseph.
Joe. That's my classmate from Central, the high school. Uh, all right.
Okay, hold on. Before we do that, shout out to my best friend's daughter. Her name is Mackenzie. She's a sophomore at Central High School. She
Okay.
plays volleyball, and her serving is a beast. I'm talking about every time she's serving, they cannot get her ball. So shout out to you, Mackenzie
Yes.
Mitchell.
Shout out Mackenzie. You chose the right high school. Yes. All right, here we go. Here we go. So we're talking about fall TV premieres, but first we are going to get into um the morning show. You ain't watched it, did you? I'm so sick of you. What am
I'm
I gonna do
sorry.
with you?
I don't know, but you're gonna have to go ahead and fill it in.
I
I'm gonna
got
still
you.
watch it.
Hold on.
But the Fall Fox, the Fox show, the one with Yaya DaCosta.
I got that
Have
on
you
here because
watched
I
that?
sure watched it. Yes, ma'am.
Was it worth it?
Yes, ma'am. It's good and juicy. And then
Okay,
Morris
I'm gonna have to
Chestnut,
go back and watch that
Pop
too.
Pope. Yeah, they're on there
Okay,
too. So yeah.
okay.
I think. Hold on. Let me do this real quick because Paul is not here. He didn't got up. Somebody to call him. Wait a minute. Let me get the
And you
slideshow.
guys, we always love to see your comments. And please go to our YouTube channel. It is the Size Up Official podcast.
Correct.
Hit the notification bell, like it, and subscribe to our our YouTube channel.
Yes,
And
please.
we love when we get comments and feedbacks, you guys.
Absolutely. Okay, so the morning show.
I love Jennifer
Now
Aniston. I love you. But you know who her daddy is, don't you?
who?
He plays Victor Kiriakis on
Oh
Days
yeah,
of
I
Our
knew
Lives.
that. I knew that back when she
Okay.
was on Friends. Yeah. So Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon, this is juicy. So this kicked off with the beginning of 2020, the New Year's show. Reese Witherspoon's character finds out that, hey, I'm not gonna be able to do the evening news. She wanted to do the evening news because, of course, Jennifer Aniston's character left her hanging when she dropped the bomb about the network knowing about her former TV partner or fellow anchor and his sexual behavior and how they tried to cover it up. So she dropped the bomb on air, and then immediately left. She quit and left poor Reese. I cannot remember Reese's name. I know their names. I do. I watch too much TV, guys. This is crazy. Left her hanging. She's left with the bag. She's left trying to carry the show. They tested her with different hosts. It didn't work out. She finally found one where it worked. Come to find out, they gave him the nightly news anchored position that she wanted. When she went to go ask for the nightly news position, they told her Eric, who was her partner on the show, got it. Bradley's her name. God, what is Jennifer Aniston's character's name? It's gonna come to me.
Look okay, I find it, but yeah. Go ahead.
So Bradley is upset because she found out that the network guy who she thought was cool, who got her break, got her start on the show, she finds out that he lied to her because Eric was like, they ain't told you, huh?
Alex Levy.
Alex and Bradley. Okay. Eric is telling Bradley, hey, they didn't tell you, did they? Tell me what? They got me for the nightly news anchor position. She's upset. She's pissed off. She took off work for like a month. They want to fire her at this point. In the meantime, Alex is on the hiatus. She's working on a book. She took off. And she went to go get help, I guess, and find herself and all that good stuff. She got a dog. Haven't seen her husband or her child because she and her husband got a divorce last season. So she went through a lot. They want to know all the juicy details about her former co-anchor and the sexual scandal, everything. Everybody is lauding her as the hero because they've exposed the network. One of the heads of the network ended up getting fired. One of the showrunners or the executive producer of the show, he ended up getting fired. And a lot of people were getting fired behind these allegations that are coming out that people knew what was going on and that sort of thing. But the network, the new guy who was Corey, who came in as a partner, but ended up with the big position. He got fired, got the big position because Bradley got him his job back. Came in, cleaning house, trying to get people in, trying to fit them in. Decided that he was going to ask for Alex to come back. So they have a big dinner, and Bradley has taken off for a week. The head of the network wants to fire her. And she and Corey are butting heads because she's still mad at Corey because Corey didn't tell her that, she was not going to get the news position. Then she also finds out that Alex has been asked back. Okay, Alex been asked back. They have this huge dinner. Bradley's upset with Alex because they haven't had a conversation. The black guy, cannot remember his name, but last season she made a deal with him that they were going to work to get Bradley off the network and he'd be her co-anchor. That didn't work out. It was a lot that was going on. So many different emotions in the room. They had the whole news team back, and she went back and got Chip. Is it Chip? Chip, who was the showrunner, EP, executive producer of the show. He was in charge of everybody. Went back and got him, and that's how the second episode ended. We got to get into this show because it's really, really good. Again, reminds me so much of The Newsroom. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. It's the Aaron Sorkin show that came on HBO. Only had 2 seasons, which I was highly upset about, but I love the show. Any of the news shows I can get into if it's about the news. So check out the morning show on Apple.
I can't wait to watch. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna need you to get on this. For real.
I'm gonna get on. I'll be caught up by next week.
Thank you. Because I need the conversation. All right. So, all right, this mess.
Girl, I don't even want to talk about Jose and how crazy he is. Rachel, run. Rachel, run. Run, girl. Run, girl. Run.
So the highlight of this episode was Jose and Rachel. Okay. I don't think that Ryan is into Brett. I've been saying it the whole time. I don't think it's
Mm-mm.
anything's gonna make him get there. Johnny and
And
Val are making some headway.
and
Possibly gonna
Miller
make it.
finally gave Gil a kiss.
Mira
But
done
that's
found that.
because I'm gonna tell you why. That's because she don't want to be embarrassed on TV when he asked her for their divorce.
Yeah,
So she
because
went ahead
he was
and
pretty adamant about that divorce. Michaela and
because he
Zach getting on
they
my
have
nerves now.
they having my moments. And my
Zach
thing is
is
this:
getting on
Zach,
my nerves
you
now.
need to grow up. Number one, Zach
Zach
needs to
getting on my
grow
nerves
up. People make mistakes, and if the girl has apologized for it and has not shown any more of that activity, just accept that as
now.
improvement.
Zach getting on
Because
my nerves.
now it's gonna come out. She's gonna be even madder. And why are you gonna let the hurricane come out even worse? Because you won't forgive her.
Why? I don't want Hurricane Michaela. I don't want this. They're not gonna make it, of course. But the couple that I feel is really not gonna make it, and I knew this was gonna happen because Jose is crazy. He's like a control freak, you know.
He's a control freak. And I'm thinking that when she called him by another man's name, it was like her exes or
I was
something.
thinking it was the dude she cheated with or somebody that she had talked about.
Or her last, because you remember she was like 4 months out of a relationship.
Yeah.
She was some months out of a relationship.
Yeah.
So I was thinking it was this dude.
No.
When she called him Johnny.
A person that they're around all the time. I'm still getting to know you. I made a mistake. And it wasn't like she called the name out during sex. She called the name out while they were eating dinner.
And then she immediately apologized and said, "Oh, I'm sorry."
So he went out mad, cussing, acting a fool. She's talking
told her to pack her stuff.
She's talking to the producer, Brittany, trying to figure out what's going on. She walks Brittany out. He locks the door.
He
not the bottom lock. He deadbolt.
He's talking about you went out. I didn't know where you was.
Sir,
you was gone for a long period of time.
Sir, why? Tell me why. Tell me why.
And so, but this is what trips me out. When he was telling it to the group of guys, they was looking at him like, really? You accidentally deadbolted the lock? Because he said he did it. He didn't do it on purpose. He said he does that when he about to go to bed and about to go to sleep. He always secure the apartment by deadbolting the lock and stuff like that. But you didn't want to make sure your wife was okay?
Like she's out there, it's the middle of the night. So she's knocking on the other cast members' doors to see if she can sleep on somebody's couch because this man is not picking up the phone. Her keys, her phone, everything left. She went to go walk this girl out. That's it.
And then that's another thing. How come he didn't walk her out? He's the man.
Because he was mad and he was cussing and acting a fool. So when he went golfing with the guys was like, so dude, you don't accidentally deadbolt lock a door. Like that's an intention. Number one. Then Ryan goes, and she called you Johnny. Like
and see, and Brett had not Brett, but what's Brett's husband's name? Ryan said, dude, I can't keep it in any longer. She called you Johnny.
Right.
And they just looked at him like
they side-eyed him the whole conversation. So I like that they kept him accountable. He had to think about some things because like maybe I did overreact. No, not maybe. You did, sir. Rachel.
And then he tried to apologize. She's like, I cannot be your wife anymore. I want a divorce. He said, okay. And the way he was acting, okay.
He was so nonchalant and cavalier about it. Okay. I didn't like it. I did not like it.
Girl, run for your life. Yeah. Run for your life on this one, honey.
Lifetime movie.
Girl, what
Lifetime movie waiting to happen. All right, here we go. Reality show roundup. All right, okay. So I'm gonna get Salt Lake City. You get Potomac. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. Salt Lake City. All right. So really the highlight of this show, to be honest, is Meredith and Jen are beefing. Now keep in mind, Jen is beefing also with Heather and with Whitney. However, their beef is not as big as Meredith's beef with Jen because Jen has been liking and subtweeting homophobic tweets about Meredith's son, who has not come out the closet, although there are questions. What are you guessing?
Okay, I'm keeping up with the game, the Eagles and the Cowboys.
Oh, we're winning?
Okay. It's 14-7.
Okay, great. I like it. All right. So so um so she's having a problem with Jen. Jen is denying. Meredith gets upset. Now let's give some context to this story. Last season, Jen came over to Meredith's house. Okay. She came over to Meredith's house and was talking. And some people keep saying that Brooks, which is her son's name, was in the midst of their conversation. And that's not what was going on because Jennifer was talking to Brooks and his sister. He was talking to them. And she was doing the little cheerleading stuff and the cheerleading moves because I think his sister might be a cheerleader. I can't remember. And she was doing the cheerleading moves. And they were like, okay, girl, we better go because this is uncomfortable. He made a comment like, ma'am, you're old and you doing high kicks and herkies and stuff, and I can see your vagina. He made that comment. It was a good burn, but it was also true because if you ain't wearing no drawers, ma'am, and you doing high kicks and jumps and stuff, somebody can see your stuff. Okay, they can. Mm-hmm. So this lady on one of the pages was arguing back. He was in grown folks' business. No, hun. The girl was talking to him and his sister. I know this because she was talking about cheerleading, how she was a cheerleader and how she know all the high kicks and all the this and all the that. She knows the things according to her. So that's the conversation that she was having with the kids, okay? So with her having the conversation with the kids, that's where that came from. So since then, since he made that comment and it aired on the show, she's been subtweeting and liking these comments, these homophobic slurs towards this woman's son. So she got a problem with it. She already said at the reunion how she had a problem with it. Well, now she's denying that she did anything wrong. Meredith went ham though. I'm gonna say that Meredith went off, clean cut off. I never seen her. She was so nonchalant last season. She is showing us her true colors, and I'm loving seeing Meredith go off and go hard for her family. So that's basically really the highlight of the episode. Take over Potomac.
Okay. The highlight of Potomac, because I'm not going to go into all of the minute details. But the highlight of Potomac is they went over to Giselle's house, where actually it was like outside of Giselle's unfinished house. So it looks a hot mess, number one.
Oh, God.
Number one.
What's with the stairwell that goes nowhere?
I don't know.
It goes nowhere.
It goes nowhere.
Robin was like, it's trash.
But the one thing that pissed me off is Giselle told Robin in the beginning of the episode that she was not going to allow Wendy and Karen to go in the house to use the restroom. Why they can go ahead and cop a squat in the woods somewhere if they got to go.
Invite them.
Exactly. They was having a reasonably shady party to promote their podcast, Reasonably Shady.
Yeah.
And so they will go around talking about different instances. And you have to vote either if it's reasonably or if it's shady. Mm-hmm. And so the ones that really stuck out to me was Mia and Candace about why you always asking my mama, about what my husband's getting paid for. Is he getting paid or not? It's none of your business. Right. They go off on one another. Then they made the comment about Wendy being upset and changing her body. And it made it seem like she changed her body because her husband was having an affair,
When
but
she
it was not.
explained to them why she did what she did. She said she
Right.
wanted to do something for herself. She had these 3 kids. You know, not that the little boys were back to back, and then she had the little girl a little further off from the little boys. And she, you
Right.
know, she deals with everybody else. So she wanted to do something about her appearance. You know, you done breastfed 3 kids.
Right.
You know,
Your
things
titties gonna
change
be
with your
saggy.
body. Yeah.
They're gonna be small or saggy. It's gonna be one or the other.
Or both.
Because Kelly Ripa, she used to have some breastises. And after she had those 3 kids, she don't have any breastises.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was just a lot of calculated fights. It was. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I know a scholar tried to get into it by calling Mia trash.
Well, let me say this. Mia's trying to solidify her place on this show.
Yes.
And with her trying to solidify her place on the show, she is picking fights with whoever gonna fight back with her. I like that a scholar stood up for herself. I also like that a scholar is not, although Robin is her friend, she's not bowing down to Robin. I love that. I love that she has a difference of opinion. She had a difference of opinion about the video with Candace, and she had a difference of opinion about the way they handled Wendy. And I like that. I really like that.
Okay, one thing I did like, it kind of tripped me out, is how Wendy's working on this candle, this 1 wick candle, and Karen that came out with a 3 wick candle, had it all product and ready to go and everything.
I think here's the thing, because a lot of people were mentioned that before. Karen had already been working on, like, her whole little Ladom brand is a 3-part brand. She started off with the fragrance that people bought, I guess. Then she moved to the hair. Her wigs are fine, but they cost too much money. Not very budget friendly, but they are nice. They're very, very nice.
If I won the lottery, I would be buying.
I would buy some Karen wigs because the Karen wigs are good. And then she wanted a home line, and she talked about that. She's always talked about her 3-point plan for her Ladom brand. So when Wendy came to her, I was thinking that Wendy came to her because she knew that Karen was doing the same, kind of going along the same lines. I don't think that it necessarily took Wendy by surprise, but everybody thought it was really, really shady how she did it. But Karen has always talked about this. Never told her what she was doing with the home line. I think she said she shared it with the ladies before, but I know she has shared this 3-point plan. So everybody coming down on Karen about that ain't cool. And here's the thing, Karen and Wendy both,
it was kind of funny because it kind of teaches Wendy, this is how it's done, honey. You don't even have a straight up business plan on how you want it done. You asked your husband for $50,000. He said it's gonna take you $50,000 to make some candles, really?
But it is. In order for her to do everything that she needs to do a awesome lunch and stuff. Here's the other thing that I found out about businesses that they lunch. Now, I don't know how Candy's deal is with the restaurants, but typically whenever the housewives have businesses, they have to give Bravo a cut of the money that they make from their businesses. Again, I don't know how Vanderpump
because it's kind of like advertising on the show.
Yeah. So I don't know if Candy probably just pays a fee to Bravo. I'm not sure how that works. They get a percentage of the sales from the Bravo ladies and their businesses and what they do. So it is what it is. Grace cannot drive. That's the other thing.
She cannot. So after I think Wendy and Giselle gets into it, Giselle said, "Get out of my house." And Wendy said, "Well, we're not in your house."
We're not. I thought that was true. Actually, driveway.
But Candace, she made a point. She had talked to, I think she was talking to Mia, talking about who talks about. Nobody asked you to talk about my husband's financial situation. And then Ashley come in, but you be talking about it all the time. You talk about it all the time.
She actually, let me say this. I have not heard Candace mention Chris's financial situation once. It's been Giselle.
No, I'm talking about this season. This season, But in previous seasons, she has talked about the finances and stuff.
But she's never said that Chris was broke. Chris was running a restaurant.
Right.
She never said
So,
Chris was
but-
broke. It's either been her
Right.
mama making the comments. It
Right.
has not been Candace herself. Candace and Chris get into it a lot, but I ain't never heard Candace once say she had a problem with the finances that Chris bringing in. Giselle brought up the fact that she felt like Chris was riding Candace's coattails because he's being her manager right now. And then the mama mentioned how he quit his job after they got married. That's what the mama said. The mama did that.
Girl, Big Sky look like it's gonna be good this season.
Huh?
Big Sky look like it's gonna be good this season.
I think we might have to delve back into Big Sky. I'm gonna try to get caught up on it and watch it. But I think
I'm not gonna catch up on the last season. I'm saying forget that last part because
Did
it
they
was
catch the
interesting.
man? I didn't even watch the last episode. Okay.
But okay, so Karen and Wendy decide they want to leave, but Candace is blocking them in. So while they was walking out to the cars, Candace and who else was it? Escala? No, not Escala. It was Candace and another person.
No, it was a scholar. They were going to the house. A scholar said, I got to leave because I'm not gonna make it through these, your steps ain't working out too well, and I'm gonna
right.
She said, take a video of it and show me. I'll be good.
And so while they was doing some looking at Giselle's house and stuff, Karen called Candace, said, girl, you blocking us in. So Candace asked Grace, can you move my car? And she's like, yes. She did an okay job until she scraped that rock.
She scraped that rock, and then she was like, what was that? Robin said nothing. I was like, Robin, you're the worst. You're the worst.
But see, I blame Giselle because her house wasn't ready.
And Robin said on Watch What Happens Live that she suggested that they do it somewhere else. She suggested a lot of things.
I gotta watch that. I haven't watched the.
Yeah, she suggested that they do it elsewhere and not at Giselle's house that was not ready for people to come to her house and yeah. All right, we done with the peoples.
Yeah, we're done. But next week is gonna be good.
All right.
Okay. Oh, I love this show. We're gonna have to try to get on this show. What I would give to be in an apartment that is quiet and I can do my reading and they give us everything we need. Any kind of food we want.
I ain't got to worry about no kids. I ain't got to worry about, I ain't put the seat down. I ain't got to put, we're gonna have to. It's gonna be a
if we go as a duo, do we want to do one of ourselves or want a cat be a catfish?
I don't know. We're gonna have to work that out though. Okay, so the Circle season 3, this past week they did the next set of episodes,
which was the last actual episode. So on Wednesday is the finale.
It's the finale. So we're left with Ashley. I don't know what his real name is. The catfish.
Ashley, the catfish. Kay.
Right.
You got Nick. And that's the only Nick, Ashley, and Kay are the only one left on this picture. But then you have, what's his name? David, who is the comedian dude? Or James. It's James.
And then you have the girl that's pretending to be her sister.
Yeah.
And then you have the girl
Jessica. Is her name Jessica?
Her name is Jessica. She's pretending to be,
but her name is Sophie. Her real name is Sophie. But her catfish, her sister name is Jessica. Or
right.
Like
and then you have the girl that's pretending.
Or is it Isabel?
Isabel. That's Isabel. Isabel is Her sister's name is Isabel. Her name is Sophie. And then you have the other girl that's pretending to be.
So that's 5. So that's all they got left is 5.
Jackson. Ashley.
Jackson.
No. Did Jackson get voted out? Jackson got voted out.
Yeah.
Okay. So not Jackson. So you
got Kay, you got Ashley, you got Nick, you got James, and you got Isabella.
Okay.
Because you see, Ashley, Nick, and Isabella is their alliance.
Yeah.
And James, the fool, he gave up two of his alliance because it was a new girl.
Yeah.
There was Kyra, the horse, whatever her name was,
Yeah.
and stuff. But it tripped me out when they both invited her to a chat at the same time, and she declined it. The Nick's chat. I was like, "Oh my gosh, that was classic."
It was. I don't want Nick to win, but I got a feeling he's going to.
I believe he's going to win too,
and
I think Kay is going to get there close.
I want Kay to win very badly.
But you know what? Kay may win because last season how they was doing it, they was messing up to make Lisa win. Well, her name was Lisa, but she was going as Trevor.
Yeah,
her husband. Yeah. They was messing up, and she ended up the way they was ranking. It ranked her up as number 1.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's gonna be in between either Kay or Nick.
Yeah.
But I can't wait till they see the catfishes, because I know Nick gonna be hurt when he find out Isabella ain't gonna. Isabella is actually
Isabella don't even like your kind, baby.
But I bet you he gonna try to holler at her sister if he get a chance.
He probably is. I want Calvin and Kay to end up together. I'm a sucker for love.
Me too.
That's gonna be cute. All right, we ready to move on?
We ready to move forward.
All right, so make sure you check out. You know what? I didn't do my. Let's go back. Real Housewives of Potomac and Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. You can catch them on Sunday nights, starting off 8/7 Central. 1 Bravo, and then Salt Lake City comes on right after Potomac, and then Watch What Happens Live and so on and so forth. And then The Circle, you can catch The Circle season 3 and get caught up on all 8 episodes, 8, 9, 10. I can't remember how many episodes, but get caught up on those.
It's 12 episodes, then a season finale.
Okay,
because they show 4 per week.
It's 4 per week, so get caught up on the episodes, because you got 12 episodes to watch. And then the season finale will air on Wednesday, and I cannot wait for that. Okay? All right.
Okay.
And that's on Netflix. I'm sorry. So next.
Girl, you know
what? These are not the Emmys. I messed up again.
Don't worry about the Emmys part. This is the fall premieres.
And I
but wanted to tell you
right there. Okay.
I wanted to tell you that the Sex Life has been renewed for season 2.
Yeah, that's on TV News. I got it. Weird.
Okay.
All right. So y'all excuse the Emmys. I done messed up. I gotta get my life in order. This is supposed to say fall premiere, and this is fall premiere week. Not all the shows have premiered as of yet, but a vast majority of them have, and it's so much to watch. So we're gonna kick it off. I got 2 pages of this too, by the way. We're gonna kick it off with the Wonder Years. Now, Wendy was side-eyeing this.
Because I'm so tired of the remakes. I really am. But this is interesting. This is quite interesting because I think it had a lot of similarities. It had a few similarities to the original Wonder Years.
Absolutely.
Like it was a brother.
Yeah.
It was a brother that was in Vietnam. Yeah. And you know what my prediction is, that the big brother gonna die. He's gonna get killed in Vietnam. That's what I'm thinking.
That. You did say
and that. Then at the end of the premiere, the pilot, it ended with a kiss. Even though in the first one it was the main character and his neighbor. But this one, I was mad that it was the boy's best friend.
It was his best
girl.
friend. And the girl he's been having a crush on since forever.
So
I thought
this is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So this is what I was thinking. You remember, I think he missed a party or something. And he asked, you remember they was in the bus and he was asking what happened and stuff. I think he made out with the girl at the party. This is what I'm thinking, that they made out at the party.
Yeah. I hate that, man. But I like it. So it is it has Dule Hill in it. This young man right here, I actually auditioned and got it. Fred Savage himself told him that, hey, He got the part on a Zoom call. He was so super excited. I love Don Cheadle as the
Mhm.
narrator. I love
Right.
Renee Hill. They're amazing. And they have some other characters in here and some new faces that I have not seen before that are doing a good job. So check out the Wonder Years Wednesday nights on ABC. And you can check
And,
it out the
and
next day
then the
on Hulu.
interesting part of that is they also incorporated the death of Martin Luther King.
They did because the day that they played the baseball game against a Jewish team from across town, and
And you fathers, you need to let the coaches coach.
man, we gonna have a whole show about
Show about
letting the
now
coaches
as
coach.
as you watch your son playing football, do you see this happening?
Yes. Oh my
Okay.
God.
Okay, we need to talk
Absolutely.
about that.
And let me say this: I have been guilty. Let me also say that because I'm that parent. I calmed down a whole lot when he was younger. I was that parent. They could have ejected me from a game. I've gotten a whole lot better because I understand that my son sees me out there acting a fool. It's not going to be good, and he's gonna be acting fool. And also he needs to learn because he wants to play football for a living, so he needs to learn how to take instruction from his coach. He needs to learn how to
Mhm.
listen. He needs to learn all of that. So what I do now is I reiterate some of the things that they're teaching him on the football field. We have a conversation after the game, we have a conversation in the car after practice, and we talk about these things. He got mad one week because they're trying them out at different positions to see what the position is that they want to play in. And he got mad because it's a position he normally plays. They changed his position. I don't want to play that position. I said, well, let me say this. You learn the different positions because that's going to make you more marketable as a player. So it could be a difference in you being red shirted your freshman year going in. Then you can play that song, you can play this. Okay, let's do it. So you have to have conversations like that with your kids, and you're
Mhm.
not a coach, so you can't be acting a fool and yelling at the coach and the refs. Let them cheer and play football. Okay, let me stop.
And then the white coach, are y'all mad because of Dr. Martin Luther King, or was it a dad? It was a dad that said that.
Yeah,
Are you mad about what happened with Martin Luther King? They said, what happened to Martin Luther King? Well, Martin Luther, I said, the King. I'm like
Martin
I'm
Luther the
coming to
King.
American.
You ain't met no Martin Luther the King.
And they was like, what happened? And then they saw it on the news and everything. The mother was in the back folding when the news that he had succumbed to his
Yeah,
gunshot
yeah.
wounds. And he went and what's the boy's name on the show?
Google.
Okay, okay, you gonna Google it.
I am.
Well,
Keep talking.
the boy goes back and tells his mom that Martin Luther King died, and so he was like the narrating voice was like, I don't understand what was so important about her folding clothes. I guess that was her nervousness. Woo! Go ahead, Cowboys! 20-7. Okay, okay, Cowboys. Okay, I'm sorry.
So listen, I know that you're watching the game, and I'm equally excited. But
I'm not
we're
watching the
on a
game.
podcast, girl.
Okay, I'm just checking scores. Okay, okay, and so he goes bike riding because I guess he's trying to go through his
His
feelings,
name is
and he
Dean. His name is
Dean.
Dean.
Okay,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden he sees his best friend kissing the girl that he's been having a crush on like forever.
Yes, like best friend. Why you doing that? That's not cool at all. Period. Okay.
Okay, so go to Big Leap. You talk about Big Leap.
Big League. Okay, so Big League. It opens with a young lady who is like her senior in high school. She and her boyfriend. We're gonna talk about that because we're gonna say boyfriend in parentheses are going to New York to school. I think they got an NYU so they can do dance. She's a big girl. She's a heavy set girl, but she can move. She can move better than me. Okay, I'm kind of big, but she's bigger than I am. But she's a dancer. She's danced all her life. That's something that she's done. She's been encouraged by her mom. She gets this scholarship to go to school. She finds out the night that her dance team wins this big competition. They're having a party at her house. That her boyfriend is gay. Everybody knew it but her. And she also that same night finds out that she's pregnant, but she's not pregnant by the gay boyfriend. She's pregnant by somebody that she kind of slept with at a camp for the first time. And so she's pregnant. So fast forward 7 years later, she's working a job, one of those cubicle jobs where you kind of get and you work your way up. She gets a promotion and she sees this promotion on her computer for this competition, this dance competition, where amateur dancers audition and they get to participate in what's the name of that? The Swan Lake. So they have professional dancers teaching them the parts, but they're amateurs, so it's supposed to be a reality show. So keep in mind this airs on Fox, but the sitcom is also airing the reality show on Fox. It's called The Big Leap. So she convinces her ex-boyfriend, who's gay, to do the competition with her. They audition together. She falls and hits her face on the floor because she slips and falls. And then, they push her to the side. They keep him. And then you got some other characters. You got a guy who's separated from his wife, probably going to get a divorce, but he's very angry about it. And he's trying to do all these different things to get away from it, but it's not working. He also got fired. So he lost his job. So that's part of the reason why him and his wife are separated, because he was sad and hurt that he lost the job. You have another girl who was a big VP of a company, and she had breast cancer the year before. She's on medication, but she was a dance major in school, which was whatever college she went to. So she's going to. You got this football player who was fine, and he and the heavyset girl they become friends because she goes back to them and says, "Hey, if I could teach him the dance moves, because the producer wants him on the show. If I could teach him the dance moves, can I be on the show?" Yes, teach him the dance moves. But the football player has a problem. He got money problems. He's lost endorsement deals, contracts, because he liked to fight. He a hothead. So you have that. Then you have this mother who she hates being old. She has a whole webpage about living life and that sort of thing. Her husband is addicted to porn. He wants to leave her because he doesn't want them to be a part of the show. He hates her being on her social media all the time. It's really, really good. And then you got the executive producer, which is played by Scott Foley, aka he was on gosh, what was his name on Olivia Pope and them?
I know who you're talking about. Hold on.
It's gonna come to you.
Hold on. What was the show? Scandal.
On Scandal. Scott Foley from Scandal. He's on here. He is the producer of the show. He's going through a little rift with his wife. He's going
Jake.
Yeah, he played Jake. He's going through a little rift on the show with his ex-wife, his wife. They're going through a divorce and fighting over custody and that sort of thing. So all of these things are happening. It's a good story. I like it. I'm excited. I'm rooting for the big girl. I really want the football player to choose her over. Oh, there are these twins who are weirdly disgusting. They are really good dancers, but like it looks almost incestuous. It's not cool. But the girl twin is flirting with the football player because she's really thin and she thinks the big girl, it's a little cattiness between her and the heavyset girl. So it's a good show. I like it. I dug it. It's really, really juicy. I'm rooting for the heavyset girl, the main character. I want her and the football player to get together. I want them to have a, nice little time. And hopefully he falls for her. I think she kind of got a big crush on him, but it is what it is. So The Big Leap, it comes on Mondays on Fox. So make sure you check that out, 9/8 Central. A Million Little Things is back.
Yes. And I was I have to watch it again. Okay. Because I watched it the night of the premiere, and sometimes I just have to record it and watch it at work, so I won't be distracted as much.
Yeah.
But but mostly, what I got mainly that I saw two things. Delilah's father had a stroke, and so she has to go back to Paris. And her son says, "You know what? I'm going to come with you."
Yeah.
Okay. So they're giving her goodbye parties and stuff like that. I
Right.
saw that. Then the boy that Jerome, and I forget his wife's name. Jerome, Rome's wife.
Yeah. Keep going. Keep talking. I'm gonna
The
look it up.
boy that they're fostering, they opened up airports so he can go back to Haiti to be with his mom.
Yeah.
And so Jerome decides to let him use some of his air mileage to go.
Yeah.
And they was afraid that he was never
Regina.
coming back. Regina.
Regina.
Okay,
Yeah.
Regina. They was afraid that he's never gonna come back. And
Yeah.
then Ron was basically like, if that's the case, then just know that we did our part to
Right.
help as much as we can.
Right.
And so at the end, the boy left a video message telling them thank you, and I'll see y'all in a couple of weeks. So he's
Yeah.
coming back. So we're gonna pray that he's coming back. And
Oh.
that's all I got from it. So you know what, Faith, you can go ahead and fill in the rest.
Gary's a little jumpy because Gary took care of the guy, and the police know that the guy is in the hospital. He's unconscious right now. They feel like he's gonna wake up. He didn't see Gary, and he didn't see the other guy because I didn't know he had an accomplice.
I didn't know either.
Yes, watch the very end of it because he's reflecting throughout the whole episode of what happened. So make sure when you go back, you pay attention to that. He had an accomplice to beat him up because the baby girl, what's that baby's name? Not Maggie, Sophie. Sophie was sexually assaulted by this music teacher, and so he got off scot free, and
because it was not enough evidence,
it
and
wasn't enough evidence.
the second victim had committed suicide.
Right.
So
Gary got him. So when Gary got him, he got him good. His dad knew what was gonna happen.
Now this is my thing. This is my thing with it, Gary. You didn't think to wear gloves, huh, son? Bro.
I hope they wipe things down. I hope, in hindsight, I'm hoping that he wiped things down. I think the detective is gonna get Gary. I really feel like Gary going to jail. We're gonna have to see. I think Delilah wants to live in Paris and stay there. I don't know how this
right.
works. Sophie doesn't necessarily want to go.
She's not going. And she's not going.
Because she got to finish her senior year. She wants to, I win, that sort of thing. Maggie got a temporary spot at the radio station. That lady got fired. I'm so glad.
Because she was going off with the mic on
Claudia. Claudia got her job back temporarily because Maggie said, I need Claudia back. Okay. So Maggie's going to take the place of the other doctor on her show, and that's paying off. I'm glad that she'll be able to do that. So a million little things will be in our weekly roundup coming back. We'll kind of maybe alternate what we talk about each week because there's a lot to talk about on the TV. Did you watch Law and Order?
I told you I haven't watched Law and Order. You was gonna have to talk about that.
Okay, I'll talk about it. I'm sorry. 2-hour premiere for Special Victims Unit 22, season 22. This is the biggest. This is the longest running show besides the soap operas on television. Okay, super excited about it. 2 of our main characters are gone. The police, is he a chief? The police chief, and so the police chief is gone. He got pushed out of his job and his position. And then one of the detectives decided to leave. They were trying to break up this sex ring or sex trafficking ring in New York. They took down a big politician, but there was a bigger fish to fry, and they were unable to get that big fish. But they did get the politician. They didn't get to get the other things. It showed you kind of how dirty politics are and how they play games. It was a good. You on mute, boo boo.
Didn't Olivia get into an accident?
They ran Olivia off the road, so she hurt her foot. I think they did that because I remember hearing that she got into some type of incident on set behind the scenes, so she ended up hurting her foot. So I think they put that in there, but this all had to do. They kind of pointed it to the case, like people trying to cover up what was going on. They had a whole bunch of witnesses. They had like 5 witnesses. 3 of the 5 witnesses got killed. So I mean, it was just a lot that was going on. The politician ended up flipping on the other guy because he did not know that the young lady had an abortion. It's a lot that was going on, but it was really, really good. It was very, very good TV. Make sure you check out Olivia in them, because that's what it should be called. I am Olivia. These are the Temptations. Look, on Law and Order Special Victims Unit on NBC Thursday nights. Let me go on over here to this next slide. All right. Organized crime. Let me tell y'all something. I'm in love with Stabler. I don't care what nobody say. That old man right there can get it. Let me tell you something. Stabler is my boo in my head. Y'all let him know. Okay. He got that beard on the season premiere. I was like, yes, Zaddy. Yes. Okay, let me stop. Organized crime. Stabler is undercover, trying to break up a big drug ring. It's getting messy because the harbor police stole the drugs that they had set to go, and these are Armenians against the black people. It's a mess. They still, Mr. Wheatley is still in the picture. That was the guy from last season that came up to screw up Stabler's life. Oh, by the way, Olivia and Stabler are dating finally. I just wanted to put that out there. You gonna hit the button? You got something to say about that?
What is it? Does it show on Organized Crime or SVU?
She was on when she got ran off the road. That's who she was on the phone with. They went to dinner. It was nice. She had to go. They gonna be together. They gonna be booze. I can't really wait. Ooh, 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 ooh. But hey, Olivia, he just yours on the TV. He mine in real life. Okay, look. Make sure you check out Law and Order Organized Crime. It comes on Thursday nights after Law and Order. Law and Order comes on 8, 9 Central. Organized Crime comes on 10, 9 Central on NBC. Another show on NBC that I know Wendy probably did not watch. It's called Ordinary Joe. I like this show. It's really, really good. I do not know this guy's name in real life. He's a great actor. I've seen him in quite a few things. But it's a show that asks, what if? It shows 3 different paths that this guy could have taken in his life after college graduation. And he had 3 paths. One was to continue on with his best friend / on again, off again girlfriend. His name is James Woke. Okay. What has he played in? We'll get to that later. But it's on again, off again girlfriend. He's late to the graduation. Let me back up. When the show opens up, he's late to his college graduation. He's not the only person late to his college graduation. He meets a girl named Amy, who was like she majored in something in politics, and she wanted to be the next politician. He wanted to be a musician, and he wanted to play in, wanted to have his own band. So he had a on again, off again girlfriend named Jenny, who they were like best friends. They told each other everything. They were really, really cool. And she wanted him to hang out with her after graduation, but he wanted to go out to eat. I can't hear you. Out to eat with his family after graduation. He has a best friend named Eric. They've been best friends since kindergarten, so he kind of knows his every move and his every thought. But Joe is his name. He looks at the different paths. His family wants him to go into law enforcement. His uncles, his father was a police officer. He got killed in the line of duty. You're gonna see throughout the episode, he has his dad's badge, like in different places. It's really, really cool. I think it's cute how they do the placement. But his uncle has a high position with the police department. So his uncle wanted him to be a police officer. He wants to play music. So you show the path. If he goes with Amy, if he goes with Jenny, he becomes a nurse. He and Jenny have a son, and it's evident in each reality because she wanted to talk to him after graduation, and what she wanted to talk to him about was she was pregnant. um, One reality, which is the reality in which he chose Amy and started dating her, and they ended up together. He got what he wanted as far as the music was concerned, but he was unable to become a dad. They kept having problems. Amy kept having miscarriages, and that was a problem. They have a 10-year class reunion. He goes to the 10-year class reunion. Jenny tells him that she had the baby, but she put the baby up for adoption. Okay. Next reality, he's a police officer. Jenny did not become a lawyer. Oh, I'll get to that. Jenny wants to be a lawyer. Jenny becomes a lawyer. She's like the assistant DA, but she has the baby, but she's a single mama. She never tells Joe. Joe's a police officer. He ends up meeting back up with Amy, but it's years later down the line, 10 years later. And so he's a police officer. He saves his the guy she's working for that's a politician. He saves her. He saves him from getting shot. He gets a Medal of Honor and all this good stuff. Then on the last reality, which he actually gets with Jenny, him and Jenny has the baby. They're married. He's a nurse. She's a paralegal. She wanted to be an attorney. The other two realities, she became an attorney. This last reality, not so much. So they're going through divorce and going through different changes. The child is disabled, so he can't walk. He's relegated to a wheelchair in each situation. But it's really, really good. It's a what if type of thing. It's really interesting. I want to see how it goes. If I get bored with it, I'll probably stop watching it. But it comes on NBC, and I think that is a Monday night show. So that comes
Yeah, I said it. I was like, maybe it comes on Monday, but I was not on.
It's the
I
Monday
was
night
on
show
mute.
on NBC. So I'll be catching the playback of that show along with 911 and the other shows that came on tonight. All right, last but not least, Our Kind of People. This stars Yaya DaCosta, Papa Pope. That man's name is always gonna be Papa Pope. I know he got a name in real life. Morris Chestnut. Let me get the rest.
Ooh, chocolate after chocolate.
Yes, I just love him. Okay, Yaya DaCosta, Morris Chestnut, Rion Nicole Brown, Nadine Ellis. I love Nadine. Lance Gross with his fine self. Debbie Morgan. Joe Morton is Papa Pope's government name. It's an all-star cast. Raven Goodwin is in it. It's really, really good. This young lady goes to this upper echelon neighborhood in the Hamptons where her mom worked as a maid, but she did not, necessarily know. Her mom also had a shop where she did hair on the side, on the other side of town. Well, this particular area in the Hamptons is a well-to-do black area, and this is black money. Well, apparently mom was the maid. She comes back because she has a secret that she didn't figure out. Her mama left her this box of stuff. So she came to try to get in with the people and that sort of thing. Come to find out, she is the love child of the mama and Papa Pope. So now everything finna get flipped, turned upside down. She's a great hairstylist. She saved them. She did everybody's hair during the fashion show. They have a big fashion show. She's trying to become a part of this society, kind of like a sorority in the Hamptons amongst the ladies. It's really, really good. Nadine Ellis and Yaya DaCosta square off. I love it. It's really, really good. Morris Chestnut is so fine.
I think out of all of the American next top model, Yaya DaCosta and Eva Marcel, they really use their platform
and they've elevated
excel.
it. They've elevated it. I love it. I love seeing this. They're doing good. Takara has been doing pretty well as well. I'll give Takara that. I haven't really seen the other girls doing anything else besides modeling, but I do enjoy. I love this. I really think that Yaya really wanted to get into acting to begin with. She wanted to use that platform to do that, and she's doing an excellent job. I'm digging
because she was on Chicago Medicine.
Okay, I don't watch none of the Chicago's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was on Chicago Medicine.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I don't know what happened with her character there.
Okay. Gotcha. I love this though. I love this show. I am here. Do you understand me? For this. This is giving me dynasty vibes. This is giving me Diane Carroll vibes. You understand what I'm saying? I'm living for this, and I love it. Now, keep in mind, everybody on there one black, but that's the vibes that it's giving me, and it's really good vibes. I love the shade thrown. I love the interactions. I love the acting. I love to see an all ensemble cast that are giving me things. You know what I'm saying? All the things they are giving me the things that I need.
Okay. So I'm gonna need Fox not to cancel this show like they
No,
did Filthy Rich. I was hurt about Filthy Rich.
I was hurt about Filthy Rich too. Let me also say this. If Fox does, which I don't think they are, I need Netflix or somebody to pick this up. Just like y'all did Manifest. Don't do the black shows like that. Pick us up. But this is a really, really good show. I think it's gonna do well. It's better to me than Empire was when Empire first came out. I think I'm going to like it a little bit better.
So have though the Queens that show on
Queens come
ABC
out
as they
next
come.
month on the 19th, if I'm not mistaken, on ABC, and I can't wait to see that either because it got Eve, Brandy,
Like I said,
Thompson,
we got shows to watch.
shows on shows on shows, shows on shows on shows, So I'm excited about it. Um, and make sure y'all check it out. It is comes on Tuesdays on Fox. So make sure y'all check it out. It's good. It's really, really good. I'm probably gonna have to start watching it before. I'm gonna have to watch it on my way home. That's what I did last week. I in the car was playing in the car on the way home from football practice. So yes. So because I love
Are
it. I
you
love
able to
support.
watch anything at work?
No, I can't. No, girl. No. Not at the good old insurance office. I cannot. Um, so that is all for the fall premiere week. I cannot wait for more shows. We do have some more shows that are premiering. You got CSI coming back. You also have we got Queens that's coming out. So there are some more shows that are set to premiere that have yet to premiere yet. Also, the CBS shows Bob Hearts, Abishola, The Neighborhood. Those shows are coming back. Now, keep in mind, my favorite that came on Monday nights did get canceled, and that's all. Oh my God!
All Rise.
All Rise. Thank you. All Rise. It did get canceled, but it is getting picked up by OWN. So I can't wait to see how that is. And I think they're gonna have like a 21 episode season, which I'm excited because normally OWN doesn't do that many episodes for their show. So I can't wait to see what they do with that. And hopefully everybody is on board to coming back. So I'm super excited about that. TV news. We have two premieres or one renewal and one revival. The first revival is going to be Night Court, which John Larroquette is going to revive his old character, but Melissa Rock, who played,
Majority of the cast are deceased.
which is why they have Melissa Rock and probably some new people that are going to be. I want Marsha Warfield back. She ain't dead. She alive. She's on 911 actually playing one of the characters' mom right now.
Okay.
So I would like to see that, but they have officially ordered the new Night Court series. So Melissa Rock, who was from the Big Bang Theory, she played, I can't remember whose wife. It's gonna come to me. I watch this show all the time and I didn't forget. But she's going to be on there, and she's gonna play the Judge Harry Stone's daughter.
Go play with grandma.
So it's gonna be cool. I like it. And John Larroquette is hilarious to me. Very, very funny. So yeah. Charles Robinson and Marky Post are gone. So is Harry Anderson, who originated the Judge character. John Larroquette and my girl Marsha Warfield are still alive and kicking, but I do not know if Marsha is gonna be able to come on over. Hopefully, she'll be able to do a cameo or something. And then we talked about this show, Sex Life. It will be back on Netflix for a season 2. We're gonna see how this works out. Are they gonna do new characters or is it gonna be the same characters? Are they gonna do their open relationship? How is this gonna work? That's what I want to know. Hopefully we'll get those questions answered and more. But
Yeah.
make sure y'all stay tuned for Netflix. You is coming back. I meant to put make a sign for you. You is coming back on Netflix October the 15th. You ain't watched it, and that's fine. I love you because if you don't love me like Joe loves them folk, he ends up killing them. I don't want the killing love, but I want the dedicated love. You know what I'm saying? I want that. If you don't love me like Joe loved me, I don't want your love. It minus the killing part. It's really, really good. Him and the girl are together. They have a baby. This is gonna be fun to see two serial killers together with a child. How's that gonna work? It's gonna be interesting. Make sure you guys tune in to you on Netflix. I had a couple of other things, but we're gonna save it for next week. Wendy, do you have a show pick of the week?
I do. Hold on one second. My son keeps interrupting me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I have two. I'm sorry, I
Okay.
have two. Okay, The Voice is back.
The voice
So
is
now
back.
it's the blind auditions,
Right.
and I'm loving it because Ariana Grande is a hilarious,
Yeah.
and it's just funny how they be fighting over some of these people, especially when it's a Ford share.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's back, and
Okay.
then my super fun Friday night reality show, Dallas Cowboys making of the cheerleaders,
Oh,
is back
they
on.
still have that show?
Yes, and
Oh,
I love it
okay.
because the rookies are for it. Okay, for some reason the rookies get better and better and better, and so the veterans, they really have to really work for their spot.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
So so I'm
Okay.
I'm 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 all for that.
I got you.
What about
Um,
you?
truth be told, on Apple Plus, really, really good. Octavia Spencer, Makai Pfeiffer. It's a very good show. She's a reporter who covers like kind of like true crime stories. And she's staked her career at the New York Times. Very big, big thing. Also, my guy Ron Cephas Jones is in it. It's a really, really good show. Takes place in California, Oakland, California area. Um, I know my mom will be taken aback by some of those places because that's kind of the her stomping ground, Oakland, California. But make sure if y'all are watching Apple TV that y'all check it out. She's solving cases just like she's a detective. The first season you can go. Actually, we're almost to the end of the second season, so you really can binge watch it and go through each episode. It's very, very good. Octavia
Okay.
Spencer is excellent as always. Also has the dude that messed with Faith on Soul Food. What's that man's name?
I know you're talking about.
Woo! Oh, family. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop. Let me not say that line on this show. Semi family friendly here. But yeah, so um Michael Beach, that's his name. Michael Beach. He plays her husband on the show. Very, very good show. I like to see the dynamics of everything. It's this season is Octavia Spencer, and she's pairing off with the former bestie, uh, who is this is from the first season. I need the second season. Former Bestie played by Kate Hudson. So
Hmm.
it's really got a lot of twists and turns. If you like crime thrillers, trying to figure out who did it, that sort of thing, this is really, really good. Also, I want to mention did get the catch. Cameron Hamilton is Cameron Hamilton. Yes,
Oh,
I found out how to pronounce it because I watched the HGTV show Renew My Rental. The first episode was really, really good. I didn't catch the second one because I fell asleep. So I'm gonna go back and watch the second
so
episode.
when does it come on?
It comes on Saturday nights at 10, 9 Central, if I'm not mistaken. So if you want to record it and go back and watch it, this is Memphis's own. She's shooting the show here in Memphis, so she's taking people's rentals and upgrading it for them and making sure, she can make them feel at home. So the first young lady, what she did with her apartment was phenomenal. I liked how it worked. She got a team of people that work with her, and she comes up with the designs and the ideas, and it's really, really good. Ooh, excuse me.
Bless you.
She's gorgeous. I love her style. Even, the way she dresses on the show. It's really, really good. So make sure y'all check it out. Renew or Reno. It's spelled Reno, but it's Renew My Rental. So make sure you guys check that show out on HGTV. Shout out to Hometown Memphis. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's it. Those are my show picks for the week.
Okay, Kenya and her partner, they are safe for the week.
Who?
Kenya Moore on Dancing with the Stars.
I went back and watched her dance.
She didn't do too bad. She wasn't bad, but I just didn't vote for her.
Of course.
Because I voted for somebody better.
Gotcha. So yeah, so make sure you guys follow us. We're here on Monday nights, 7-ish. Make sure you guys
between 7 and 8.
Yeah. Make sure you guys check us out on YouTube. Follow the Size Up YouTube page. Subscribe to it. Hit the notification bell. Share it with a friend or two. We talk about all things TV, movies here. If you got an idea, hit us up at thesizeup@gmail.com. Yes. We want the size of 2102gmail.com, I think. Make sure y'all hit us up, or y'all can hit us up on the Facebook page or on YouTube. If you want to hit us up, send us a message on YouTube. We'll see it. We'll get it. But make sure you guys are sharing it. We like the interaction. We love you guys for watching. Make sure y'all check us out again if you can. Thank you guys for joining us. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye, you guys.